Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At Forrester, Ridge tells Nick how surprised he's to see him and asks, "Why are you then in L.A.?" Nick says the California sun was calling him. Brooke explains they were catching up and talking about Jack's success at Forrester International. Nick says he's more like his mama. He congratulates Ridge for getting his company back and for getting back with Taylor. "That's fantastic. You two must be over the moon. Nick's sure a marriage must be in the near future." Ridge grunts about him being so interested in his love life and asks again why he's there. "What do you want? Or do I indeed need to ask?" Nick continues to dodge Ridge's question and turn the discussion back to Taylor. Ridge asks if he has a gal or woman to get back to. Nick ganders at Brooke and says, "Not right now. Life at Ocean has always been his fortune." "But you know about fortune, don't you, Ridge?" Ridge tells Nick that he and Brooke need to get back to work. Nick kisses Brooke's hand and leaves. Ridge, irked, closes the door. Brooke insists that she didn't know he was coming. "He's a good friend and a gentleman." Ridge scoffs at this. Brooke informs him he has no reason to be jealous. Ridge grunts that Nick's not a good person and she should stay down from him. Brooke looks thoughtful. Nick kisses Brooke. Luna appends Steffi life and hope will sweat the worst. The first signs of conflict between Ridge and Taylor. This will be incompletely due to Ridge's territorial nature when Nick starts dating Brooke again. Brooke's partner will indeed return to Los Angeles and rain her with affection, leading Nick to kiss her and demonstrate how awful they could be as a couple formerly more. Brooke will need someone to entrust in after Nick's advances, so she'll partake all the instigative details with Katie and get her strong studies on the situation. Steffi tells Taylor how important the kiddies are enjoying the sandhouse. They talk about being thankful for Liam and for Electra helping out with the kiddies. Steffi says Kelly and Hayes adore her Electra's picking up Hayes moment. She's relieved the kiddies are eventually in a safe place. Taylor asks Steffi how she's doing with everything that's going on. Steffi says what's passing with Liam doesn't indeed feel real. 1 nanosecond she's in denial, also angry, also really sad. A person who means so important to her is dying. Kelly's losing her father. This shouldn't be passing. Liam, meanwhile, is allowing about keeping them safe. Taylor nods, from Luna. They go over how exhausting it's having to always look over their shoulders because of Luna. Steffi wishes Liam would concentrate on himself and concentrate on his daughters. They talk about this not being Finn's fault. He doesn't owe Luna anything. Taylor suppositions he feels incompletely responsible. Steffi can't stand her being fixated on her hubby. She needs to be strong for her family. Taylor knows Liam feels her concern. Steffi says it's not fair he's facing his own death. But they don't know when Luna will strike again. Taylor worries about the stress taking a risk. Steffi can't help but suppose about it all the time. Luna was there when Hayes was home. The fear nearly paralyzed her. She'll make sure Hayes will no way know who she is. Hope will have her own strong passions when Steffi attempts to bring Daphne back from Paris. Hope will dread the worst regarding her engagement to Carter and will express her enterprises about Steffi reaching out to Daphne about coming back. Will Daphne reject Steffi or agree that a return to LA is a good idea? Hope wouldn't want Daphne to concentrate on Carter and produce further chaos. At the same time, Luna will keep an eye on Hayes until she's ready to act. After Luna gives Hayes a gift, she'll begin to allure him into her trap for hijacking. Luna will soon take Hayes, which could turn Steffi's life upside down. Steffi might notice Hayes is gone and feel anxious if Luna calls to corroborate she has him. Luna could potentially use Hayes as influence for her deadly scheme against Steffi. Still, she might need to meet with Luna alone, keeping Finn out of the situation, if Steffi wants to ensure Hayes escapes this situation. Luna will force Steffi to follow her rules, but there will probably be some openings to outwit Luna. Will Remy have any information he can partake with Sheila that could potentially turn effects around? Remy wasn't exactly all in with tutoring Luna how to shoot, once he realized she has a target. This might be Remy's chance to redeem himself from his own creepy history, conceivably helping find Hayes. Nick should continue to draw Brooke nearer, all while driving Ridge up the wall. As Brooke becomes more open with Nick, Ridge will decreasingly question whether he was wrong to let her slip down. Ridge and Taylor breaking up since they're easily moving in that direction. Taylor will have to realize that Brooke will always hold a place in Ridge's heart, so she might decide it's stylish to let him go. We also need to bandy Liam and his worsening situation. Will Liam eventually heed Hope's advice and inform his family about his terminal opinion? More characters will come involved in Luna's chaos soon. With Hayes fading and Steffi probably going missing to find him, this could affect in Liam and Finn joining forces for a deliverance. At Academy, Luna watches as the schoolteacher interacts with the children outdoors. The schoolteacher leads them outside, but Hayes hangs back to get commodity he forgot. Luna creeps up and says, "Hi. Hayes, right?" He says, "Yup." She tells him she has commodity for him. "Do you want to see what it is?" Luna hands Hayes an origami she made for him. The schoolteacher calls him back outside. Luna says, "It was nice to see you, Hayes." As the boy goes outside, Luna's expression turns minatory. Hayes shows his schoolteacher the origami and tells her a nice lady gave it to him. Luna lurks outside as the schoolteacher gushes over it. Soon, she announces they're done for the day and Electra arrives to pick up Steffi's son. Hayes shows her the origami as Luna smothers in the backwoods. Electra prompts Hayes to show Taylor and Steffi his art design. He pulls out the origami. They rave about the crane and Hayes reveals that a nice lady gave it to him. He's agitated that the schoolteacher will show them how to make their own. He runs off and Steffi thanks Electra for helping out. The youthful woman is thrilled to connect with the kiddies. Steffi confesses that she wants them to have a normal life, but she has to make sure they're safe from Luna and Sheila. Her main thing is to make sure they stay far, far down from anything or anyone that could hurt them. At the Sand Academy, Luna approaches the schoolteacher, who learns she's the talented person who gave Hayes the origami. She invites her to come back as a guest artist. They go outside, and the schoolteacher explains that someone bestowed the space to them. She asks if Luna would consider coming in to work with the kiddies. Luna allows herself to be induced and the schoolteacher asks her name. Luna says, "I'm Sunshine." As the schoolteacher grows agitated about telling the kiddies, Luna smiles to herself. Steffi and Finn trying to relax, Luna working herself up, and Brooke missing her main man. Steffi and Finn spent the evening playing with Hayes and trying to put Luna out of their minds. It didn't work, however. Ahead long, Finn was checking all the windows and doors and hoping they can have a night without all the drama. After transferring Hayes to bed, Steffi bothered for her children. Can they really keep them safe from Finn's wayward son? Finn formally again assured Steffi that he'd keep Luna far, far down from her and their little family. As thankful as Steffi was, she advised her hubby to be careful with what he says and how he acts towards his long misplaced child. Luna will cleave to any splinter of stopgap and use it against them. And, of course, Steffi was right. Finn kissed down her anxiety and pledged to always put her first. Happy woman. Happy life and all that. As for Luna, she was home going over and over her showdown with Steffi and Finn and rehashing Steffi booting her from the house and her father's life. She sat down to regard at snaps of Finn but was intruded by Remy knocked on her door. He was there to make sure she was staying out of trouble. No, she wasn't. In fact, she told him about going to the Cliff House and all that occurred while she was there. Luna's visions led her to believe that Finn hiding her in the kitchen was some kind of in. She truly believed Finn only told her to leave because Steffi came home and he'd to keep up appearances. She was completely and hugely convinced Finn wants her in his life. How could he not? He's the stylish man in the world. Taylor and Ridge were at the manse getting cozy. That coziness didn't last long, however. They got onto the content of Luna and Ridge got hot. That messy girl more not go after their son again or there will be hell to pay. He'll make sure of it. With that, they made out a little and Taylor lolled in Ridge's gleam. Brooke was reliving her fashion show moment with Ridge. That's how Hope set up her. Brooke claimed to be working late for the sake of working late, but Hope aphorism right through her. She knew she was pulling a long night at the office because of Ridge. Brooke denied it, but Hope supposed her ma didn't want to go home to be alone. That, Brooke did admit. Her house was too quiet. Hope seized her and Brooke some drinks and sat down for a talk where Brooke went on and on about wanting Ridge. She simply couldn't let him go, not indeed now that he's living with Taylor. Ridge is her fortune and she'll win him back if it's the last thing she ever does.